Welcome to the Queen City of Cincinnati at one of the most historic venues in all of college football. Nippert Stadium, home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Colorado Buffaloes taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bearcats will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Colorado's offense will have the first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Lewis to throw. Works the middle of the field. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab down the middle. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Colorado. They put the first points on the board.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Cincinnati's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Running
just keeps moving. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Bearcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll leave it with him.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Turning it on. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Jones to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Puts it out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Bearcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And some room to work. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lewis wants to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not good. And 3rd down is coming. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll go to the sneak.
No gain on the play.
And the the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Makes it past the marker. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Lewis to throw. A shot toward the end zone. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Vanderbilt. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. He's got it. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting a big sack.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tosses it incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He's got him. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw again. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the move and looking deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They get him down on the play, and this big-arm sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun. The lone back's got it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll try to pulls it in down the sideline. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Lewis wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. quarterback on the keeper. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes. Touchdown, Buffs. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Troy. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Makes the catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Jones to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's O'Brien. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give is to Williams. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. The Bearcats come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Throws for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. End off from the shotgun. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. Got a man. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go.
Makes the grab past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Buffaloes are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Colorado! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they finish it off with the score from the 4.
Number 17, set to kick off.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
He'll sneak it. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back, fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead in just a few minutes left. Back to the ground game on the left. He'll try to take it back. The 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Touchdown, Bearcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Hart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Here's a heat! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lewis wants to pass. Quarterback moving. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive out. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Touchdown, Bearcats. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
At this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul? Gets the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Lewis to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Using the quick game.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He leaves it with his back. On the move at the 30. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Jones to throw. Got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. In the red area, it's Williams. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. He'll do it himself. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Got it! Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they score first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 3rd down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing a ball game.
And I think as players, too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.